to the ground, to the ground.
Hi, welcome back to Gap Perspective. We were off yesterday because it was a holiday. Hope everyone had a great Memorial Day, and thank you all that have gave the great sacrifice for this great country. Hi, Haley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, I did. How about you?
Very good. Went to a barbecue. Actually, I had a story. At the barbecue, it was on a lake. And all of a sudden, we were playing this game, all adult, and we were playing this game. And all of a sudden, this little boy goes running by. And we're like, where's he going? He was on the golf course. We were on the lake in a golf course. He's running by. And I go to my husband, there's a little boy running by. Four of us are running for this little boy. We don't see the parent. Then the mother appears running behind us. We're all calling the kid. It almost gave us a heart attack. The father goes, I can't keep up with him. I was like, you better put him on a leash. He'll end up in the lake with snapping turtles and you won't have a child. I just wanted to share that story. That was a part of my weekend. Other than that, it was a great weekend. And you had a great weekend too?
Yes, very relaxing. Nice reset from work.
Good. Well, you know why we're here today, right? We're ending Mental Health Month. We want everyone to focus on their mental well-being and encourage ongoing self-care. It's big for self-care when you have mental breakdowns because you have to take care of yourself. If you feel good about yourself, others feel good about you. I know it's very hard when you're suffering inside anxiety. It's hard to say, oh, I think I'm going to take a sauna, or you just can't get to that step. So what do you do then? What do you do, Haley? What would you recommend if you felt so stuck and can't get out? What do you recommend someone does? And this is, again, we're not doctors. This is just all from personal experience. Some people don't want to go to doctors. So maybe a little thing we say can help you. Go ahead, Haley.
Well, so I feel like definitely engaging with others is very important, like talking to a close family member or best friend, being able to get things off your chest and venting to someone has helped me. I know there is a stigma around therapy. However, within our description this week, with all of our resources, like we will be putting just like different connections when it does come to anyone that would like to get into therapy or wants to know what sessions are like, because we also have resources from our therapist from our episode 2 weeks ago. Engaging with others is a very good thing rather than isolating yourself. A lot of us isolate ourselves because at times we feel like we're being a burden. And I am pretty guilty of that when I feel like I'm sad or grieving or things like that, because I don't think I really announced this on the podcast, but my grandmother's 1 year anniversary is approaching, and these last few weeks have been rough for me. She's been on my mind a lot. I tend to isolate myself and not talk to others about it, but engaging and speaking to someone is key.
One of the key things is to be a good listening ear for others who may be struggling like you, because between mental health and mental illness, they're not the same. They're two different things.
Mhm.
Your mental health is the way you feel, sad, emotional, depressed, anxious. Mental illness can go in a different way. If it's not controllable, consider getting help. If it's something that you can control, which, I mean, if you talk to someone and they listen and you feel better when you walk away, that's a good thing. That's a good thing for you and for the person that's talking to you. But you have to prioritize your mental health for your overall health. So if you take care of yourself, you take beautiful bubble baths, you come out of the bubble bath, female or male, doesn't make a difference. You feel good about yourself, you feel relaxed, and your mental health changes. It's when your mental health doesn't change, you might want to seek help. If nothing works, talk openly about mental health. People keep it inside of them. You really shouldn't keep it inside, because that's how sometimes people get sick. You can't do that. So
Mhm.
I think, I don't know, that's only my opinion. There is a big avenue for people that are suffering. And there are many people out there suffering right now, whether it's with their bills, whether it's with their love life, whether it's with death. So please, everyone, can you please get help if you feel like you're sinking and nothing's helping you? I mean, you could exercise, you could do beauty mask, you could lift weights, you could run. There's so many ways to get out of the mindset. If none of that works, please seek help. And at the end of the podcast, we will have on our website and on our hashtags places that you can call if you need to. There are always resources available. They even have virtual therapy, crisis hotlines, and support groups. Support groups are always good. People in addiction support groups, AA, NA, places like that. And they have made a world of difference in those people's lives. Haley, don't you believe everyone should make mental health a priority?
Yes. Now, with May being Mental Health Awareness Month, more people are now engaging to it on like social media, making different hashtags. There's new foundations being created. People are building communities around it, breaking the stigma, things like that. I feel like now a lot more people are starting to become more self-aware. Like, okay, I've been feeling off for quite a while, or I've been having like this nervous feeling for a few days, and or something starts progressing, and then they're not really sure like what it may be. Is it anxiety? Is it this or things like that? And I feel like people are starting to become more self-aware and now like prioritizing their mental health. Like people are starting to learn a lot more about like self-love and self-compassion, that it's okay, you're going to have bad days. And self-care, even for me, like that's big after the stressful day at work, decompressing, doing your skincare routine, and then you're like, oh, like now I feel like refreshed. And then you go and like make a hot cup of tea, read a book. Small things like that, people don't consider as a small win. People still beat themselves up. Even if you take 10, 15 minutes for some sort of self care, it really does make a difference to your mental health.
Yes, it does. And I think that having a trusted person to speak to is a good way to feel better. Sometimes people say they're sad. We've had this conversation, Haley, once. You were upset one day, you called me and we were talking. You were like, oh, I'm so, I'm anxious, upset, thinking about your grandma. And I said, but Haley, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to not be okay. It's something we all go through in life. It's the way you handle it, because everything passes. So today I might feel sad because maybe it's that time of the month. Hormones have an effect on everything you do. It's the way you handle it, though. is the issue. So if people learn how to handle something in a different way or a creative way, they'll likely have a better experience with depression, with anxiety. But the problem is, if it doesn't go away, at least 1 out of every 5 people, from what I've read, experience anxiety, depression, and other mental health conditions. But it's okay not to be okay. We're not going to run around feeling happy every single day of our life. Maybe some people do. I know I don't, but I'm happy more times than I'm not. And we struggle through life. It's hard today, and especially again for you Gen Zers, for your millennium, very hard for you guys. And my heart goes out to you. COVID caused anxiety for younger people because you weren't socializing. But the good news is, if that happens in my day, we didn't have a computer where you could FaceTime somebody or speak to somebody.
Right.
You were on your own. You would be on your own. There were no cell phones. So you had to suck it up. If you went home to your parents, they would be like, okay, not feeling good, have a cup of tea, go outside and play. There wasn't so much emphasis on it. Or maybe people didn't even know what it was back in
Mhm.
the day.
Right.
It's like ADD. I probably have ADD. In my day, I'm always zipping all over the place. Even at my age, Haley, you know me, I'm zipping all over the place.
Yeah.
Thank God. But it could be, I could be in bad shape at my age. But we didn't know how to deal with this stuff back then. If someone wasn't feeling good mentally, that's, yeah, she's crazy. No, you're not crazy. People are not crazy. They're dealing with something. Some people need medication. It's not your mental health. It could be mental illness. You have something else going on. But you should definitely seek help. Don't you agree?
Yes, throughout that whole COVID period, the rate of mental health have definitely rise between anxiety and depression. People that never even experienced it before started feeling these different emotions. It took a toll on a lot of people because so many restrictions were there, like family members that were in the hospital that had COVID that were in bad shape and passed away. Like, they couldn't see them. Like, there was just so many like rough patches throughout that whole period of time that affected a lot of people in a negative way. And then being shut down where it was like stores or grocery stores were only open for a certain period of time. People were worried about like their income because no one was working. So many people were applying for unemployment. And since so many people were applying, it took so long for someone to like get approved and go through that whole process. People were worried about losing like cars, their homes. Like, it was a very stressful time. And I feel like definitely for Gen Z as well, during that time, I was in college. So then I ended up doing like full remedial courses for my associate's degree online. And it was a pretty hard adjustment going through all that stuff as well. And then going to school, like my third or fourth semester, that's when my grandmother started showing early signs of dementia during COVID. There was so much going on. I couldn't find a balance at all. But that time did make me stronger.
Yes. Going through experience always makes us stronger. If I keep bailing you out, so to speak, oh, Haley, no, I can't pay the bill this month. I'm just using this as an example. I don't mean anything to you, Haley, month after month. What did Haley learn? She didn't learn anything. I think that can hurt your mental health because you're not learning how to be responsible unless, of course, you had some catastrophe and you couldn't do it and you couldn't get a job and you needed help. Different story. You have to help people. Absolutely, I agree. But also, you can help people if it's going to be detrimental to their mental health.
Mhm.
You have to learn yourself because it builds character. With COVID, what I did most of the time was walk. I walked and walked and every day I would walk to the park. I was walking like 12,000 steps a day during that time because you were out. At one point, though, they wanted to close the park. They didn't want anybody in the park. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are they kidding? Because they said being out in the fresh air was better for you than being stuffed in the house. It was a hard time. People were dying. I know a few people that have passed from COVID, even though some people didn't believe that would be true. I witnessed it. It's someone we both know. Their mother died from very sad times, very uncertain times. People have to take care of their mental health or else they're going to go under. It's very hard, but you have to take care of yourself first because you can't take care of anybody else if you can't take care of you. You should be number one. It'll make you stronger. I saw all the changes you went through, Haley. I'm so proud of you because you came such a long way. And I won't let you go on. Say, no, come on, let's go. You're not doing that. I don't feel like it. Yeah. Get dressed. Let's go. I say that to you quite a few times. Even when you want to do things,
because
probably hate to be at the moment.
Yeah, because for me, during that time, it also had an opposite effect. You were very active and kept going. For me, it felt like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. I was not active. I gained a lot of weight. Then I started not feeling like myself. I didn't feel pretty. Like I would say like awful things to myself. Like I wake up, look in the mirror and I'll be like, wow, like I look so like ugly today. Like why? Just always talking negative to myself. Then I had a mind shift. One of these known models struggled with self-esteem every morning. She put a younger version of herself on the mirror, like herself as a little girl. And she would say, like, I wouldn't want someone to talk bad about her. It gives you that mind shift. I stopped that and saw people put post-it notes on their mirror. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You are loved. Every day they would wake up to those affirmations and get out of that negative cycle after watching these videos. And I was on mind shift too. As COVID was ending, I was like, okay, I have to snap out of it. I went to the gym, I lost weight, and I started doing things for myself. So I felt good about myself. It's always nice and flattering when people are always like, oh, you're so beautiful, like you're pretty and this and that. But it doesn't mean anything if you don't feel like you have to be able to love yourself to like believe it, like you are beautiful and you are worthy and things like that. So like you're your own temple. I think that's what everyone has to learn too. And self-love.
Your body is a temple.
Yeah.
Really, that's religious say your body is a temple.
Yeah.
And we should treat it as such. You know, we should treat ourselves as such. And if someone is bringing you down or giving negative feedback, you don't need that person. Say bye-bye. Don't put up with that from anybody. There are people that are like that. You'll be so excited about something that I was doing. And their response was, you're doing that again? What are you wasting your time doing that? It didn't make me feel bad, just bad for them. We're no longer friends. Then I had another friend that brings me up and goes, that's great that you're doing that. Finish it, get it done. You don't want negative people in your life.
There's something you learn over time. And when you get to your young adult age, you start to learn a small circle is better. Everyone doesn't deserve access to this new version of you. It all comes like from experience. Because in high school, it's like, oh, I want to be with the popular crowd, have a bunch of friends and like gossip and this and that. And then you get out of high school and it's like, you're a nobody, basically. Like,
Define your way.
exactly. And
Yes, define your way.
it's better just to have a small circle with people you trust with your life. It took me a very long time to find genuine people in this world, I feel like we are surrounded with a lot of envious, jealous people. They could be your friends, best friends, family members. It took me years to just be like, I'm not going to force like this friendship. I'm not going to force this relationship. I'm not going to beg anyone to be in my life. You want to leave? Here you go. I'll open the door. It takes a lot of work. People in friendships or relationships get too comfortable. They don't want to lose something. It's okay to miss certain things or miss a friendship, but just coming to that realization that you outgrew something or someone is okay as well. It's just you're going down two different paths and you guys just aren't on the same wavelength anymore. And that's okay.
You could outgrow someone. Many marriages today that they outgrow, or any relationship, you can outgrow the person. Or
Right.
you could not like the way you treat it. If they're not in your corner, why do you need them there?
You're right.
I think all of that has to do with your mental health too. When you're in high school, you worry about, oh, I want to be with that group. I want to be accepted. You
Right.
don't have to be accepted by anybody but yourself.
Absolutely.
That's really who you should be accepted by. I mean, I'm older, but it took me a long time to learn that myself. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I was like you in high school. They have groups like sororities, and there's nothing wrong with sororities. There's nothing wrong with fraternities. None of that. It's just not. I don't need to do something just to be accepted. Either you like me or you don't. But it took me many years. Even today, sometimes I fall back into a trap where people take advantage and I go, oh, I feel that happening again. Stop, stop, stop. And I pull myself back and say, don't do that. Don't let someone do that to you. You know?
Yes. Those are just boundaries that you ended up forming. Like the walls come up because for me too, like with a lot of things, trust issues formed. Like when you feel different forms of betrayal, like so when you feel like, okay, they're taking advantage of me because I have a kind heart, it's like, okay, not everyone is deserving of my kind heart. So I'm going to watch who I allow.
Absolutely. Because some people take kindness as a weakness. You got to know when to step back. Hard because you feel bad for people.
Right.
Back to mental health. It's okay not to be okay, but you need to speak out to someone, call your friends, call someone. You could call, there's so many different organizations. But mental health and mental illness are different things. We're not talking about mental illness right now. We're talking about mental health. There's a website, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, that you can call. I believe it's called SAM HSA. That's a place that someone could reach out to. There's also hotlines, mental awareness hotlines. I think we're going to put all of that on our podcast. You have to seek help, whether it's for yourself or someone else. A good thing to do is practice mindfulness. Take a few minutes to meditate, take a yoga class, some breathing exercises to promote, relaxation, reduce stress. And sometimes we play on the negative as far as, I don't have this, I don't have that. How's about we practice gratitude? Let's think about what, you're grateful for, because it can reduce stress and anxiety. Yeah. Because we think that, oh, I only have this 5-room house. I really want that mansion over there. I don't want this house. I want that. Well, you know what? Be happy that you have that house. Be grateful for what you have, because you could be homeless in the street. So you have to try to really practice gratitude. Also, your diet, balanced diet, good night's sleep, exercise. All of that has to do with your mental health. If you're eating constantly sugar and candy, it's going to affect your mental health. You could also engage in random acts of kindness. Pay it forward. If somebody's in front of you buying a coffee, you could say, hey, I'm going to pay for them. You feel better about yourself. Small act can help someone else's day. Just a smile to someone can make them happy for the whole day. They might have been having a bad day. We're not doctors here. This is all by personal experience and all of that. It's not from doctors. We're not doctors. We're just telling you how we deal with things. And maybe it's a way for you to deal with them also. Go buy a new outfit. That always works. Retail therapy, if you can. If your finances aren't there, take a walk. There's other ways. And I find a way, and maybe everybody don't agree with me, but I pray, and I know that's a touchy subject with people, but I'm not afraid to say. So I can say it. I pray. It's got me out of a lot of things in my life. So that's a personal choice. What do you think? Hopefully we could help a lot of people today. If they want help, it's only a phone call away, a comment away. If you have a comment to us, please, a question, we're here. We're here to answer that comment or that question. And we really are grateful that we're able to do this and speak to each other and give our ideas to the listeners. Thank you if you listen. And we hope you continue to follow us. Haley and I, this is mental health for us too. How do you feel?
My final statement is to be of your feelings, be kind, take it one day at a time. And I agree with you as well. Praying and things like that have helped me. Me turning to God during my darkest moments, it has truly changed my life. Anything you go through, give it to God.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. And we hope to see you next week. Have a great week. God bless you all.
Thank you for listening.
Holding hands with my anxiety. It's so hard at times, I feel like I can't breathe. Oh, I think I've overcome it lately, but every time something knocks me down, baby, what do I do? Where do I go? Feels like something is missing. I don't know why. Just another broken soul. Just another broken soul. Just another broken soul. Just another broken soul. Overthinking lately. I know that I'm changing. Got all of these thoughts running through my mind, through my mind, through my mind, through my mind. Where will I be? Who will I become? Will I succeed? Where is my future? Where will I lead? Where will I lead? Where will I lead? Just feel so broken. Just another broken soul. Just another broken soul. Just another broken soul. Just another broken soul. Overthinking lately. I know that I'm changing. Just another broken soul. Living with just another broken soul. Always being overthinking lately. So broken, like a porcelain doll. Will someone save me, or will I fall to the ground, to the ground, to the ground?